How are we doing, survivors, and welcome back to my channel. Got another quick video for you today. I'm going to be doing it based around Duels. I've had a few people message me saying what's the best way to play Duels and what's the best way to rank high in Duels. I will be honest, I am not an expert in Duels, but I'm going to show you the way that I play it. Obviously, I am in a very, very active region. There are some very active players in Duels, so I don't rank very well in it. But I want to share with you how I play it and what I do and what I look for. So let's jump in and I will show you how I do my daily Duels. So as we all know, depending on what elite level you've got and what level you are, depends on how many goes you get on Duels. I've currently got 6 goes a day. So yeah, let's see if we can get ourselves some wins and try and avoid some defeats. So the way I play, I concentrate on the second and the third row in this list. Never ever do I go for the top row. Very, very rarely do I go for the bottom 2. It's always number 2 or number 3 I go for. So what I'm looking for, I'm currently 2.263.692 in power, as you can see at the bottom. So what I look for in the second row, I look for someone that's either my power or just below my power. Very rarely go for anyone above my power in there because I tend to find there isn't very much success. But also in the second row, you will get players crop up which are a lot lower power than you. But then you look at their trophies and their trophies are a lot higher. So obviously they've got a formation set up which is basically tricking the system to get you to hit them. So we always look out for them. In regards to the third row, I also look at the third row, but in here I look at the trophies rather than the player's power. So you can see currently I got 4,676 trophies. So in the third row, I'd ideally be looking for someone probably around 4,400 and above. If I do see someone like that, I will hit them. My personal preference, I always try and go for double figures when it comes to trophies. Every hit I do, I want to try and make it in double figures at least. So you can near enough guarantee if you get a win on the second line, you'll get a double figure. But then when you look at the third line, you're going to be drifting around 10, maybe just below, maybe just above 10 trophies. So it's all about the switch opponents button. You probably heard on one of my videos a couple of videos ago on an update, they finally got rid of the switch opponent that used to show up literally smack bang across the second person, so it made it hard. But you can see now we flick through it, it's a lot easier. So I'm going to have a flick through, as say, so first of all I'm going to look at the second bar. I'm going to skip, we've got a 2.9 mil, that's no good. But then I look at the next one down, you can see Wendy, and there's 4,323 trophies. So that I would consider hitting. I know I did say 4,400, but probably about 4,300 up I would go for. Purely because sometimes I will sit here for ages, spinning, and the number 2 row will just not give me anything that I'm happy to attack. But just for this example, I am going to spin through and see if we can find someone in the second row with around 2.2 mil power. So let's have a skip through and see if anyone crops up. So there we go, 2.259. Very similar to me. Trophies 4,675, same as me. So we'll give that one a go. Virtually identical power to me, very similar trophies. Let's see what our success rate is on here. And I see we got a victory. 20 trophies, which is good. They've lost 13. I don't have to really look at what they lose. At the end of the day, it's them that's losing it, not me. I'm only really interested in what I'm gaining. So that was a nice little one. Still there again, so we're going to go for that one again. You will notice you could have had the same person, you will get a defeat. But again, I've got myself a nice 19 trophies there on a victory. But you can now see it's gone up to a 3 mil player. So let's have a few more skips through, see if we can find anyone else around 2.2, 2.4. So obviously these numbers do change as my formations change. Obviously the more powerful my formation goes, the more powerful my overall combat power is down there. So it will adjust in time for what I'm looking at. But again, just to remind you, second line we're looking at around 2.2 mil power. And I think we're going to struggle. 2.4, 2.7. If you're ever anyone like me, sometimes you do accidentally click that button when you have got someone you want to attack, so you do turn very robotic. We've skipped through a good few of these and I can't really see anyone. So let's start taking a look at the third row. I'm now going to concentrate purely on the trophies. So I'm looking sort of like 4,300, 4,400 and above. There we go, so we've got a nice 4,474, but you now see the power there is 2.7, so that is a lot higher than mine. But that being said, we can still get a victory. So we will try our luck. Might get defeat, but they got very, very similar trophies to me, a couple of hundred less trophies. Let's see how we get on. And we got a victory. So you can see power doesn't always make a difference. But when you seem to be attacking people on the second line around with power higher than you, you tend to get defeats. So yeah, that's a nice little one. Another thing I'm always keeping my eye out for is I will never attack anyone in my clan, or even my clan family. Anyone in the order family, I won't be attacking. So I'm always keeping an eye on the clans as well. So let's have a skip through and have a look at the second and the third line on this. So second line can't do 2.6, third line 3.9 trophies, no good. 2.4 up there, 4. Nope. 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 No. 4.2, 2.9, 2.6. So here's another one here, 4,308 trophies on my third line. It's going to be hit and miss whether this gives me double figures. Let's just try it just for example's sake. So a nice little victory. But yeah, a little bit disappointing that it's only 4. So we want to look at trophies that are a little bit higher than that to get myself to double figures. Let's have a skip through a few more. What we've got left, 2 left to go. 3.5 mil. So that's one we hit just now. It wasn't really very successful. That's 4,300 trophies. Also now I'm up at 4,700. So I really should be, as I say, looking at 4,400 and above. And again, 2.2 or around that in power on the second line. Sometimes when you are playing Duels, if you don't have much success scrolling through while you're playing, jump out of Duels, go back into it in a couple of hours time, see if you get some different players crop up. Because it can get a little bit tedious, can get a little bit boring skipping through, and you'll just purely get no one come up. So we see we got quite an interesting one here. In the second line, we got 1.7 mil in power, so again, lower than me. 4,700 trophies, so around the similar to me. Concerning me a little bit that he has got 1.7 million power. Is there something going on there? Let's try it, try our luck and see what goes on. And there we go, we've got a defeat. So they're obviously, their formation, their lineup is more powerful than mine. Unfortunately, I've gone and lost myself 14 trophies, but it's all a learning curve, trial and error. So we know now to stay away from that one. 4.2. So I think we are going to struggle finding another one now to get successful. We will scroll getting tongue tied. Scroll through a few of them, see what crops up. So we've got another one here. This is one we hit just now and we were successful. 2.7 mil power, 4,474 trophies. Let's give this one a hit because we got a win last time. Hopefully we'll get a win this time. And there we go. But again, I've only got 8 trophies, so I would have liked a little bit higher than that. But what will be will be. So that's mine all done for the day. That's my 6 done. As I said, people will have different strategies with this, but this is the strategy I tend to go by. As I said, it does adjust as my formation changes, my formation gets powerful, be looking at higher numbers. But as I say, I'm always looking at the second line and third line. Don't really hit anyone else, especially the top one. The top one you'll very rarely get a success with it, and the bottom 2 you do tend to find a lot of the time you get very little points. But saying that, upon looking at that does the 4th one down, 4,460 trophies, could be worth a hit. Obviously I haven't got the challenges, but again I don't really look at these. So there it is, guys, that's the way that I play my Duels. As I say, everyone has got a different way of doing it. By all means, share with me your experience. Let me know how you play Duels. Let me know if there's a tip or a trick that I'm missing. Because as I say, we have all got different ways of playing it. We've all got our own strategies of playing the game. But it's all about, the reason I do these videos for you guys, because I might do something that you guys have missed. There might be something that I do which you guys have never thought about. And hopefully my videos will help educate. But I do the same, I go around watching videos because obviously there is people out there which use different tactics, different strategies than what I do. And again, I might miss things, even though I've been playing this game a long time. I'm certainly one of these which will say I do learn things in the game all the time. Not daily, not necessarily weekly, but there is still things that I do learn about the game 2 years down the line after playing. Especially when we get the updates, we get new stuff added, but not just that. where I'm now in obviously Order 66 on Region 666, I'm playing with some very, very experienced players. So it's always really good to listen to what they're saying, either in the voice chat over on our Discord or in the clan chats, because everyone's got their own tips, tricks, and the way they play. So as I said, guys, let me know in the comments below how you play Duels. Let me know if this has helped you, and let me know if there is anything I should try different for more success. As always, guys, please remember to subscribe to my channel, and for now, keep on surviving. Take it steady, guys.